Hello everyone, I am the Lexus623. Here's another video from me. Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. That's the movie we're reviewing today. Before I review any of the other Jurassic Park movies, I'm going to review the one that just came out. Because that makes perfect sense. Okay, so let's talk about this movie. So this was a pretty good movie, even though it's rated 51% on Rotten Tomatoes. I personally liked this film. It was not as good as the original Jurassic Park, but I thought it was better than Jurassic Park 3. Yep, that's right. I don't like Jurassic Park 3. Sue me. So yeah, this movie had a lot of this movie had quite a few characters, so let's start with Owen, played by Chris Pratt. He returns playing the same role from Jurassic World. Now, this movie is not rated as well as the original one as the original Jurassic World is. No, I do not mean the original Jurassic Park, I mean Jurassic World. And it's not as good as the original Jurassic World, but I didn't think it was as bad either. But it did have its flaws. It did have its flaws. So next was Claire, played by Bryce Dallas Howard. She's basically the same character that was in Jurassic World. There's Eli Mills. He's basically the main villain of the movie. Hate him. I was glad to see him eaten by a T-Rex in the end. Yeah, that I really appreciated seeing that because I wanted to see him eaten by a T-Rex. That's how bad he was. Like, he left the main characters to die on the island while it was being destroyed. Yeah, by the way, this has spoilers. And he just was all around a bad guy. Next we're going to talk about Franklin. I did not really like this character. He was kind of annoying. He was a big coward throughout most of the entire movie. And he's like, oh, we're gonna die. And he's like, oh, I hope it's not the T-Rex. And I'm just like, oh, please shut up. Then there was Zia, who I honestly thought was gonna die in the first 5 minutes. But she didn't. She somehow turned out to be a main character. Next that's all the characters I'm gonna talk about right now. So, Jurassic World, the trailers make it seem like it's just gonna be, oh, we're saving the dinosaurs from the island, but we've gotta escape the volcano. No, that part is basically 30 minutes of the entire, I think 2-hour film. That part was very short. And, well, I'm gonna skip ahead a little bit and talk about one of my least favorite parts about this. The climax, where the Blue is fighting the Indoraptor. I can't seem to find originality. Can you? Yes, that's right. I'm calling out the climax for what it is. It's the same thing as in the original Jurassic World. Because it is a dinosaur fighting another man-made dinosaur, and they're fighting, and then one of them dies. And I'm just like, come on, come up with something better than that. I mean, that's not the ending, but it was very similar. So anyway, basically, the movie is divided up into like two parts. There's a part on the island, which is like the first 45 minutes. And then there's the part at the mansion, at Lockwood Mansion, which, I honestly was kind of sad when Mr. Lockwood died. I don't remember if he was in the other movies. I don't think he was, but I was sad because of Maisie. Speaking of Maisie, I didn't talk about her in my characters, but I'm going to talk about her here. She's a clone. Okay. That's pretty weird. And I thought it was weird and stuff. Now, okay, so next, let's talk about the Lockwood Mansion part, where they are shipping the dinosaurs to sell them for war. Yeah, how come no one else ever thought of this plan? I mean, it was a dirty trick that Mr. Lockwood didn't approve of and was murdered because he didn't approve of it. But, and I'm pretty sure John Hammond would definitely not approve of that, but still, it's a very clever plan that I think was pulled off really well. I don't know what you guys think about it. If you've seen it, please just tell me what y'all think about this movie. But, so, also, after that, so during that part at Lockwood Mansion, basically, they reveal the Indoraptor, and I'm just like, this thing, you're stupid to even make it. You know that thing's gonna murder everything in sight, and one of the characters dies. Like, basically, this, like, hunter character was, like, collecting dinosaur teeth for a necklace, and he went to the Indoraptor's cage, shot it with tranquilizer darts, and then he, like, goes in there, and he's, like, trying to pull out the tooth, and then, like, the Indoraptor's tail moves, and he's like, what? And then when he, like, turns back around, its head just bites his arm and, like, rips it off. It's probably one of the most violent Jurassic Park scenes, but of course, when the Indoraptor's actually eating him, it cuts away. So, next, let's talk about the ending. I thought the characters were kind of stupid in this, because basically in the ending, a bunch of, like, poisonous gas leaked out that would kill all the dinosaurs, and, like, the ventilation system wasn't working to get it out. So they had two options: let all the dinosaurs die, or release them out into the world. So they released them out into the world, and I'm like, how dumb are you? Like, it's just like your mindset is, yes, release the Triceratops where it can trample millions of people in traffic, cause thousands in property damage, and just ruin life for a lot of people. I agreed with Jeff Goldblum in this. I don't remember his character's name. Oh yeah, Ian Malcolm. I have a Funko Pop of him right there. I don't know if I actually pointed at him, but he's over there, in between Deadpool and Ryuk from Death Note, because he is my favorite Jurassic Park character. I agreed with Ian Malcolm in this. they should not have really done that. And he's like, and basically in his ending speech, it was something that was in like all of the trailers. He's like, these animals were here before us, and if we're not careful, they're going to be here after us. And then in the end, he's like, welcome to Jurassic World. And I'm like, dang it, that was clever. That was one of the most clever things I've ever seen in a movie. It's like basically saying, this park was Jurassic World, but now that we've released the dinosaurs into the wild, now it's Jurassic World. Which I just thought was really kind of spooky, and I would love to see what they do with the next movie, if there's a next movie, because that ending really made me hyped to see if there's going to be a next movie. But anyway, so probably the next movie review that I'll do that comes out in theaters will be Ant-Man and the Wasp, which will be, I believe, my first Marvel movie. I'll try to review Infinity War when it comes out on DVD, but I can make no promises. So anyway, this is Alexa623. This is the last July video I've recorded. It will be uploaded before Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. And anyway, those were my closing thoughts. Enough of my rambling. This is Alexa623 signing off.